you can never forget that Bartimaeus might be sitting next to you. See, Bartimaeus has problems, folks. Bartimaeus has a bigger deal going on in his life than you jockeying for a position, or you trying to figure out when you're going to get thanked, or you trying to figure out when you're going to get a break, or when you're going to get some relief, or any of these things, right? Life lesson number 1 was that the individual in the corporate pursuit of God's call must be persistent and prayerful. Life lesson number 2, the reality that we are obeying God's call should give us faith to persevere despite obstacles and opposition. Should give us faith to persevere despite obstacles and opposition. Bartimaeus is sitting in your midst. And I need to tell you, Bartimaeus has issues. Bartimaeus has some personal stuff that he's got to get through, and he's got some circumstantial stuff that he's got to get through. On a personal level, he's blind. I mean, I can't see, right? I mean, can you imagine what it's like to go through life, right, with that type of difficulty? Can you imagine just the day-to-day challenges that he would have just to get from one side of the room to the other if he had a room? But he's a beggar, so I don't think he's going home to a lavish spread. So this is somebody that's trying to navigate through society, not being able to see, trying to grope his way through life, right? Well, physical blindness in the Bible is often a picture of spiritual blindness. And there's a lot of people in this world that are looking for their way, that are trying to go through life, trying to find their way, trying to eke out their existence, trying to find some sort of light that would help them deal with the things that they have to deal with. He's not only blind and a beggar, but he's been labeled. He's Bartimaeus. He's blind Bartimaeus. When's the last time one of your weaknesses became your identity? Well, that's Dave the liar, right? That's Billy the cheat. That's Susie the right? Right? He's been labeled by his problems. Bartimaeus isn't even his name. Bartimaeus means son of Timaeus. We don't even know this man's name. Why? Because it's not important. He's been marginalized. He's been set aside and set apart, and he is one of the dregs of society. And he doesn't come to Jesus sidling or shrinking or strutting or striding. He comes shouting and shrieking, Jesus, son of David, have mercy on me. Somebody here might be like Bartimaeus today, like, I just need you to get to the place where you tell me how I can get through this pain. I just need you to get me to the place where you can tell me how my life is going to be better. You can sing what you want to sing, you can pass the plate, but Jesus, son of David, have mercy on me. Bartimaeus has some personal stuff that he's got to get through. Can you imagine what it's like to come, have somebody help you to your place along the side of the road every day, and then leave you while they go about their regular activities? For somebody to help you basically get to your spot where you take your garment, your outer tunic, and you lay it on the ground, and just whenever you hear footfalls, you call out, somebody help me. Well, the Bible says that Bartimaeus took up shop there, and he's got his personal issues, but he's also got some circumstantial issues. Bartimaeus has some emotional logistics, if you will, that have to be worked out just to get him to the wayside. Just to get to the wayside, I got to jump through some flaming hoops. I got to decide that today it's worth going back out there. I got to decide that today I can handle getting spit on again. I got to decide that today I can handle getting talked about again. I got to decide that today I can go out there and listen to people call me a bum and tell me to get my life together and tell me to quit begging. I got to go out. I got to decide beforehand just to get to the wayside that it's worth even trying today. And there are people, let me tell you, every Sunday morning, they got to decide to get out of bed. They got to decide to get dressed for church. They got to decide to come and sit here. They got to decide to try to pray. They got to decide to hope that Jesus will speak to them today. He's screaming on the side of the road. That Greek word says he's shrieking by the side of the road. Son of David, have mercy on me. Have mercy on me. Son of David, have mercy on me. And they're telling him, be quiet.